Hello, YouTube community. This is Vilgax10 speaking, and this will be my first ever uploaded video to YouTube. Now, I've been a part of the YouTube community now for about almost 5 years, and I thought, hey, it's a new year, I might as well upload a video, give it a try, see how this goes, alright? Now, I will be talking about my thoughts and impressions about a series that's come across my attention. It's called Gold Digger, and I actually have the first volume here. I'm just gonna show it to you right now. Hold on. Yep, this is the first volume pocket manga of the Gold Digger series. Now, funny story about this series. The book, specifically, Volume 1. I actually picked this up at the Comic-Con last year in 2010. I went there with a buddy of mine. It was the second time I've ever been there. I actually picked this up at the Antarctic Press booth. I got it when I was checking out a different book there they were promoting. It's called Bad Kids Go to Hell. So I might actually talk about that at another time, depending on how this goes. Now, I actually picked up this booth. I think it was the second to last day of the Comic-Con, or the last day, I'm not quite sure. But I was just hanging around the Antarctic Press booth, and there was a guy, just some guy there. He saw me, and he actually, was insisting that I try out this book. But not knowing anything about the series at the time, I was kind of hesitant about it. But, he was insistent, so I said, why not? I'll pick up the first volume. I paid for it, and he actually autographed it for me. See, right there. Yeah, it turns out the guy that was insisting I get the book was the author himself, Fred Perry. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Fred Perry himself actually insisted I, try out the book. So yeah, I thought that might be a little interesting story to share there. Now, about the series itself. It takes place on a fictional Earth, of course. And it stars the two female protagonists, Gina Diggers and Brittany Diggers. As you can see on the cover. One second. Yep, that's Gina Diggers on the right and Brittany Diggers on the left. Now, Gina is an archaeologist, adventurer, treasure hunter, all that, and she basically has a passion for hunting down relics, finding out more history about the world and all that. And Brittany, here on the left, is actually her adopted sister. And she is what's known as a were-cheetah. Yes, a were-cheetah. Like a werewolf, but a cheetah, obviously. Now, as a were-cheetah, she has super strength, super speed. She can run up to, I think it was 200 or 300 miles per hour for a certain period of time. She also has a heightened sense of hearing and a heightened sense of smell, being part animal, of course. Now, cool thing about Brittany, she actually has three forms. She has a human form, where actually she's like around, I think about 5'4" or so, and kind of scrawny, and she looks like a normal human, except her hair is, well, colored like her fur is with spots. Then she has her human cheetah hybrid form, which is this form right here that you're looking at. And last but not least, she has a actual full cheetah form, which actually looks pretty freaking cool. Now, Brittany, she serves as Gina's bodyguard because Gina, she can't fight at all. She has no fighting ability whatsoever. Although that's not to say she's completely helpless. I mean, she does carry a pistol around with her, and she has a vast array of ammunition for it. Now, as I was reading throughout this volume, they actually end up going through to a bunch of mythical and famous places throughout that are known throughout the world, such as the City of Gold, El Dorado, Shangri-La, Atlantis, yes, the underwater city of Atlantis, and even the Garden of Eden itself, which I thought was pretty cool. Now the book, it's I guess you could say it's pretty much it's an American style manga, and it's pretty much like an it's got an Indiana Jones feel to it, which if anybody's a fan of Indiana Jones, I recommend you go check out this book. And even if you're not, if you're just a fan of crazy, wacky, out there adventure, this book has plenty of it. Now, as you can see there, the women, like a lot of the the women in this book are very scantily clad. This is not just for the cover. This is actually how they dress in the book. Yeah, like a lot of the characters are very scantily clad in this book, which it's funny. And throughout the book, Gina and Brittany, they actually encounter quite a vast array of characters, and actually befriend some and actually become their companions. Now, as for characters that I personally like in the book, Brittany is honestly my favorite character. She's kind of blunt. She's kind of laid back. She doesn't really want to tag along with Gina on these adventures. The only reason she does this is because, like I said, Gina cannot fight. She has no fighting ability whatsoever, which is funny because her mother, I've actually read up on the line, is supposed to be the greatest martial arts master in the Gold Digger universe. And her father actually is supposed to be the greatest mage on the planet. And apparently she can't use magic at all whatsoever. So that's kind of sad, where you have such a great lineage and you don't really inherit any of that from them. Although, like I said, she gets pretty much her props from, being super intelligent. She's very ingenuitive. Now, so far what I think about the book, the series, from reading Volume 1, it's actually pretty cool. I enjoy it. It also kind of reminds me of this other series of manga I read. It's called One Piece, where it's just a lot of crazy, wacky adventure. It's pretty cool. And, it's just a lot of fun to read. So, if anybody likes that kind of stuff, I recommend getting into the series. It's pretty cool. Now, a few nitpicks I have about this is that, there doesn't seem to be like an end goal for this. It's just a lot of random plots thrown together. But I've actually read up online that later on these plots actually like relate back to each other. They actually intertwine. So I thought it was pretty cool. Now I actually do plan to get more volumes of the series when I go down to Comic-Con again this year with a friend of mine. So if there are any fans of the series out there that know the best way of doing this, the most economic way of buying the series, because I hear later on it actually it gets drawn in color, which, yeah, that's a plus for me. Awesome. You know, just let me know in the comment section. Also, here there's tie-ins and crossover with another series that's published by Antarctic Press called Ninja High School. So, yeah, I think this series is pretty awesome so far, and these characters, they have I love the personalities. Like Gina, for instance, she's a nerd. She has these long, drawn out explanations for just about everything, and she as her sister accurately puts it, a boy crazy bucket of hormones. Like I'm not kidding. She flirts with every handsome guy she meets throughout their adventures. Yeah, she comes off as a sex crazed maniac, which you know it's funny. I never get tired of that. Now, I assume that her character matures throughout the series, but you know, as long as the comedy is still there, you know, I'll still read the series, and I just hope it gets better from here. From what I understand, it's got up to some 100+ issues, so I'm looking forward to getting into this. Okay, so. Alright, so those are my thoughts and first impression about the series so far. Let me know what you guys think of the review. And if this goes well, I'll keep doing them. And maybe even some anime or manga. You know, just let me know how this video went. And please feel free to leave me some feedback in the comment section. I'd greatly appreciate it. Just to see how I can make these better if I continue to do this. Alright everybody, so that's going to be it. And remember, read good manga, watch awesome anime, and live life to the fullest. This is VilGX10 signing off, and peace out everybody.